What's going on, everybody? This is Economic News Insight, and today we're going to talk about Social Security benefits in 2025, the most up-to-date recent information that we have for you guys. This is in regards to what we have going on with the big, beautiful bill from President Trump, where they say no tax on Social Security. But this is one thing I would like to say. Did you know that 88% of retired people who are collecting Social Security before this bill passed were not even paying taxes anyway? So now it just goes up to 90% of people collecting Social Security won't pay taxes. So there's a big headline around it, but now that when you dive into the facts, you're kind of like, wait a second here. Okay, what are we being sold here? I mean, it seems like it was just like a talking point to pass the bill, to be honest with you, but it is what it is. I'm not opposed to the bill, but you know, it is what it is. So let's talk about some of the things. COLA increase, cost of living adjustment, has been announced, and it's one of the biggest jumps in the years that we saw at the turn of the year there. And the latest estimate suggested 2.7 to 3.2%, which means the average retiree could see an extra $40 to $60 per month. That came out here recently. We'll see what ends up coming about going into 2026, but people on average are seeing about $40 to $60 extra a month compared to the year over. That was a 2.7 to 3.2% increase. If you're currently getting $1,800 a month, a 3% bump in COLA, that would put you at $1,854. So that's over $600 a year. So the COLA increase obviously is something that's already set place at the turn of the year, at the new year, but we'll see what's going to happen in 2026. There's Medicare premiums and deductions. So premiums are also changing. We saw that going on, with the most recent information coming out. Net Social Security increase might be smaller than the COLA suggests, but premiums go up about $10 to $15 per month. That could eat into your COLA bump. You know what I'm saying? So you're getting a rise in COLA, cost of living, but then at the same time, you're paying more in Medicare and Medicaid. So we'll see what ends up happening. Also, there's now limits for higher earning limit to working seniors. So if you fall under the retirement age, you can earn up to $22,320 a year, up from $21,240 in 2024. So, that's a little bit of an increase, but not much. I mean, that's about $1,000 a year increase, which doesn't really offset the inflation that we've seen, right? Now, the tax thresholds, they stay the same. This is something that we've seen. Social Security tax thresholds aren't increasing in 2025. If you've combined your income is $25,000 as a single or $32,000 as married, up to 85% of your benefits may or may not be taxable. We'll see what ends up coming about with that. And then the full retirement age actually increased. So before, it used to be younger than 67, but now it's 67 for full retirement age. So that's something that just came out. If you guys wanted more information on this, you can actually go on to SSA.gov, and the information is kind of sparse there, but it's called the Social Security Fairness Act page. If you wanted to get more information about it, you can go on there and learn more about what's going on with Social Security. But they did jump up the age. The age increased, and the reason they said that the age went up for the minimum requirement as well as the maximum requirement is because people are just living longer and healthier lives. And so I believe now it's 72. The thing is, if you go onto Social Security website, getting that information is a bit difficult to get, but you can definitely find it on there. We'll see what ends up coming out, but it's just weird how they sold it to you guys as this idea that Social Security tax free was a good thing, and then next thing you find out that it was already pretty much tax free for 88% of the people. The big thing that's a bit of a concern is the Social Security is on track to deplete its trust fund by 2034 if Congress does not take action. And I believe like 85 to 90% of Americans do not want to see benefits drained or dwindled down. They they want to keep seeing Social Security getting its funding. So most Americans, working class people, are in favor of this. There's a lot. I mean, the truth is, what Social Security pays right now is just not enough. I mean, the benefits, yeah, the COLA benefit going up 2 to 3% per year, that just goes in line with the inflation. It's not like it's getting better. It's just staying on track with inflation, really. I mean, inflation was around 2.5%. So, we'll see what ends up coming about with all this, but right now I'm not too impressed. I would say that we would have expected a bit more, but unfortunately we didn't get what we thought. 90% of people collecting Social Security will not pay, uh, federal income tax. Should have never been like that anyway. I mean, I think most people agree, they should have never been paying taxes on Social Security to begin with. Seniors have paid into this for so long, but it does include a temporary tax deduction of up to $6,000 for seniors 65 and older, and $12,000 for married seniors. If you're under 65, it doesn't apply to you. So that's kind of crazy how they've raised the age, but it does make sense. I could see how most people are, living longer. I would say at this point, it's better to just work as long as you can and maximize your Social Security instead of trying to take it early. It seems like that's the plan moving forward. I mean, some people say, well, I don't know how long I'm going to be around before I kick the bucket, so they don't want to wait. So they just start right when it comes up. They're ready to start collecting on it. But it's tough. It's tough. It's a tough situation out there. What do you guys think of what's going on with the Social Security Act that's just come out? Like I said, if you guys wanted more information, you just go on socialsecurity.gov. Fairness Act. That's what you're looking for when you're on there. And I'll turn it over to you guys. Thank you to everyone who's smashing up the likes. Hopefully you guys are doing good out there, wherever you're tuning in from. Also, we're going to be making some more videos about retirement planning. We did just do a video about retirement planning. For those of you who are planning to do a retirement, there's other ways to retire than just being dependent on Social Security. Social Security should be one of your streams of income, but you should be going into retirement with multiple streams of income, including Social Security. I know it's easier said than done, but if you're not already in that state of mind, if you're in your 30s or 40s or 50s, that's where I would say your mind needs to go, is to not be dependent on Social Security, because right now it seems like that is really not a way to live. You can't live off of Social Security alone. It's just the benefits are not there. It's not enough money. And it's just disappointing. I mean, I guess you could feel grateful that it's there, but at the end of the day, it's still not enough to survive on. I mean, I know people who are making, 500 or not 500, like 1200 a month with Social Security. And that's their only source of income. And it's like, I don't know where you're even going to get rent for $1,200 a month unless you have a roommate, I guess. But, food, car payment, insurance, any other sort of payments that you have for any sort of entertainment, Medicare, Medicaid, medical. It's really not the best situation. Hey, Kai, how's it going? Yeah, it's great to see you on the new channel, man. Anyway, Social Security benefits. Most people weren't paying taxes anyway on Social Security, but it just went up like a little bit, and they raised the age. That's what they ended up doing. They raised the age of maximizing your Social Security allotment for maximum income. So we'll see you guys on the next one. Thank you, Kai, for tuning in. Thank you to everyone who smashed up the likes. See you guys on the next one.